Hi everybody, it's Jeff from Park here at A35109 Harvester Road in Burlington. It's 12:30 on Saturday, so we're going to do our behind the scenes at Park video. We're going to show you the back of house today. We're going to go through our cleaning process and our sanitization facility. And then we're going to also talk about our park jar and the types of things that we clean here. So this is the back side of Park. We have a small storefront on Harvester Road in Burlington. So if you've seen the shop, the front store is small but mighty with tons of refillable goods. But we actually have a pretty decent size back of house, which is why we picked this location. So it gives us the opportunity to run our delivery program and also clean all the reusable containers that not only we dispense from, but also that we get our product in from manufacturers. So we're really trying to foster a closed loop process. So this side, we just have a little lunchroom area. We have our packing table for deliveries that Kelly uses to pack orders on. And then just my desk out in the cold shop. And the girls are grabbing the desk in the office.
Nice and warm.
So just over here, we're just going to give a brief overview of our sanitization space that we've spent a lot of time on trying to build and trying to build confidence in refilling and success in refilling. So we really tried to set it up kind of similar to a food processing facility where you have a clean side and dirty side. So as you can see here, we have chrome shelving, and that's kind of our center of our cleaning space. And then we have a clean side and dirty side. So anytime we have containers that are done being used to dispense out of, or park jars that have been returned with our coffee and popcorn in, they always go on the dirty side and get prepped for cleaning. We have two types of containers that we clean here at Park. We have our soap or refillable product, our non-edible dispensing equipment, which is, we use a lot of the 4-liter glass gallons with pumps. We also use a lot of carboys. Down here we have clean carboys, 20-liter carboys. A couple of our makers will take care of the cleaning themselves, so we actually can throw them on a skid in the back when we're done with them. But for a lot of our smaller makers, we take care of the cleaning so they can just focus on making their product and then refilling it. And then the second type of container that we clean here, which we just started last fall, are our food containers. So we have two types of food containers. We have our consumer container, which is our park jar, the 750 ml Park Market Refillery jar that we've been offering coffee and popcorn in. And now, starting today, we are offering chocolate chips in it, 3 types of oats, steel cut, rolled oats, and quick oats. We have olive oil, organic canola oil. We have apple cider vinegar. And we have chia seeds and flax seeds now, which are all on our website. You can check out the specs at parkmarketrefillery.com, and it's all in our jar swap program. So if you already have one of these jars, you can swap it for any food product that you want. It doesn't have to be the original product that you bought. So it's swappable with any product. You return it, and when you return it and buy a new product, you only pay for the product itself and not for the jar, okay? So our new price, it includes the jar price, and then any swap thereafter, you're just paying for the product and none of the packaging. So those are our two types of containers that we clean here, and I'm just gonna go over a little tour of what happens when a container comes in. Oh, and sorry, these are our bulk food containers, food safe containers that we use with our makers. So these go to coffee roaster and to the farm to get popcorn in them. And then we also clean those here. So it's a closed loop, no single-use packaging for our food. So we'll swing around and we're gonna start over here on the dirty side. Plumway and Burlington, plumbers here, they're the ones that helped us set up with our install here. So over here in the corner, we have our instant on-demand hot water heater, which is very important for us because it allows us to do two things. One is it's not running at night when we're not here and not using water, so efficiency is good on that front. And then also, because we run the bottle washer consistently in a short period of time, we don't have any issues with recovery time for hot water. So that's very important for us, so that's why we got it installed. We have a 2-basin sink here. If you've ever worked in a restaurant, this is your classic, typical 2-basin sink that we got secondhand from a food reseller, kitchen supply store. And we do some hand washing here. We hand wash all our pumps. We disassemble and hand wash because there's lots of nooks and crannies. And then we also wash our food jar lids here as well because it's not very efficient to run it in the bottle washer. So we use a chemical sanitizer, which is chlorine, for a 2-basin sink. And we do the test strips on it to make sure that we have the appropriate amount of sanitizer in it. And all this is from Halton Public Health. They came in for our pre-inspection and post-inspection to make sure that we were following all the guidelines for food safety. And then moving along, so we use this for some hand washing, and then this is our dirty side prep table, which we will load our trays on for all our bottles. So depending on the jug, jar, bottle, or carboy, we have a different manifold or setup that will go in our bottle washer. So that's what this table is primarily used for. This is our bottle washer from Aquatech BM in Quebec. We were very pleased when we got it in. And they worked with us a lot to make sure it was what we needed. And this is a lot different than a typical commercial dishwasher because it's specifically designed to wash bottles. And a lot of our bottles are the Boston Round narrow neck, or our jugs also have a narrow neck. So in a dishwasher, it's very hard to get the stream of water up into the bottle to get it clean. So they build a manifold, specific manifold, to ensure that the water jet stream goes up into the bottle, making it very clean. We have the option with the bottle washer to do two things. One is use a chemical sanitizer, which would be a sanitizer with a DIN on it, a drug identification number. And we use that sanitizer for our dispensing equipment. And then it also has the option to run a heat sanitizer on it. So you actually don't need to use sanitizer if you're gonna heat the water to over 77 Celsius. So this bottle washer goes up to 95 Celsius on its last cycle. So for all our food containers, Halton Public Health recommended that we just use our heat sanitizer on it. So that's what we've been doing with that. We also run for all our dispensing equipment, we typically run a defoamer into it to ensure that it's very hard to clean containers that have soap in it, because when you add water to it and agitate it, we have a soap party.
So many bubbles.
So many bubbles. So when we run our dispensing equipment through it, we run a defoamer.
Ooh, we have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have to wait for it to cool before opening?
The bottle washer. Yes, it gets very hot. We open it up. I can typically grab the tray because they have a powder coating on it. So after the hot water rinse goes for 45 seconds is the minimum, we run it for 60 seconds. Once I open it, whether I have gloves on or not, I can grab the tray and just slide it out
Gloves.
onto chrome stainless steel drying rack. And then I wait a minute and we'll do something else while I let the bottles cool before I pull them out. So back to the bottle washer, dispensing equipment, we run a heat sanitizer and a chemical sanitizer on it, and then all our food jars, we only do the heat sanitizer, and we always run our items separately. So we never mix when we're washing food containers and soap containers. We want to make sure that those are going through different streams of washing, and we never reuse the water for food equipment after we've done any type of soap or oil, just to ensure that there is no cross-contamination at all. So yeah, that's our bottle wash from Aquatech, and then we go over to our drying side. So why don't we swing around there, Kelly, and I'll get them from this side. So yeah, so this is our drying setup. There's really nothing special about this area other than we flip everything upside down and allow it to dry until it's completely dry. And then whether it's a food jar or dispensing equipment, we'll stow it until it's ready to get filled up with soap. So again, yeah, our Park jars, we're offering now olive oil, canola oil, apple cider vinegar, chocolate chips, 3 different types of oats, chia seeds and flax seeds now in the Park jar. So the first time you buy a new jar, it's $3.50 extra, and then every time thereafter, you're just paying for the product. We understand that other regions have started to allow refilling your own container. And unfortunately, in Halton region, we're trying to advocate and get them to move to that direction, but we're still waiting for a response. So we'd really appreciate everyone's support in promoting our Park Jar program and allow us to offer the food items and continue to build our food offering. And that's only going to help us down the road. And then yes, once we're green lit, we will allow you to refill your own consumer containers. And then our Park jars will still be used for food on delivery. So obviously for logistics reasons, we can only offer so many refill your own container on delivery. So all our Park jars will still be in the swap program. So they won't, there won't be any waste there. So thanks for joining me on our sanitization tour, A35109 Harvester Road in Burlington, or parkmarketrefillery.com. We're still open for 1 customer limit and also curbside pickup and local delivery. So if there's no questions, Kelly, I think we'll...
No questions.
wrap
I've been
it up there.
answering.
Okay guys, take care and we'll see you on our next live.